Hi, welcome back to my Tony's Cooking Show. So today, I'm going to be showing you a really delicious Tony's pancake with eggs. Let's just start on cooking. So first thing we're going to do is to mince up some green onions. We're just going to use the top portion of the green onions. We're going to use all-purpose flour, 1 cup. And we're going to season it with some salt. It's about half a teaspoon. Some olive oil. You can use whatever olive oil of your choice. And about a teaspoon of sugar, just to give it a little more flavor. So right now what we're going to do is add in about half a cup of warm water. And you want to keep stirring the flour while you're doing it. And just make sure you don't add too much flour to make it too wet. So just keep kneading for about 10 minutes. So now I'm done kneading the dough. So I'm just gonna put it aside and then just cover it and let it rest for about 10 to 30 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm gonna prepare 3 eggs. And I'm gonna season it, salt, pepper. Let's mix it up. All right, so now the dough has been resting for at least 10 to 30 minutes. We're gonna split it by half. Add some green onions. Fold it in. Roll it out. All right, so now we're gonna fry the pancake on both sides. So just add a little bit of olive oil. And the pancake in. So this is about 1 to 2 minutes on both sides. So we're just gonna take it out right now. Add in some green onions into the scrambled eggs, and let's cook it. Now we're not going to let the egg cook all the way. Before it cooks all the way, we're going to add the pancake back in, and all we're going to do is lay it on top. And now I'm going to flip it over, and now we're going to roll it up. So this is what the Taiwanese pancake is going to look like when it's finished, and it's a great alternative to American omelets. So enjoy the recipe. Oh, that looks like it's drizzling. God damn it! Why didn't it drizzle?
Okay, let's poach some eggs now. Poached eggs are really nice if you want to put them on top of a salad or have them as a breakfast treat. There's no added fat, so they're really good for you, and they taste delicious, a nice runny center. The first thing you want to do is take your egg and crack it into a bowl. This is there are many ways to poach eggs, and you'll read different methods from everybody, but this I think is a more foolproof method than others. I've got a ladle handy, and I'm going to spray it with just a little kitchen spray. You can also just spread a little olive oil or even butter in it. That's just so my egg won't stick. So now that I've got a perfectly cracked egg and a perfectly oiled ladle, I'm going to put the egg into the ladle, and I'm going to gently lower it into my simmering water. That'll start to cook it before I just release it into the water in general. Come, let's have a look. Okay, I've got a simmering pot of water right here. There's about 1.5 inches of water in the pot. You want kind of a shallow pan. But before I add my egg, I've got a little white vinegar. This is a champagne vinegar. I'm going to add it to the water. This is going to help my egg whites set more quickly. So now that I've got vinegar in my gently simmering water, if it's boiling too much, the egg whites are just going to break apart. I'm just going to lower it into the water and start the egg cooking. Then I'm going to let just a little water start to seep into my egg in my ladle. See how quickly that starts to cook? Once the whites start to set a little bit, I can turn it upside down into the boiling water. Now what you can do is use a spoon to just keep the whites right over top of the yolk. This will make for a prettier presentation when we're all finished. I could probably poach 3 more eggs in this pot, but I wouldn't do any more than 4 at a time. Just have to keep a close eye on them. After about 3 minutes, the eggs will be nice and set with the white. The white part will be nice and set, and the yolks will still be soft and runny. So let's just let it poach gently for a few minutes, and we'll come back and look at the finished product. Okay, it looks like the egg is finished poaching. I'm going to gently remove it from the water with a slotted spoon to try and drain some of that water. I'm actually going to put it here in a little bowl of, this is cold water. The reason I'm doing that is stopping the cooking for one point, and the second point is you want to rinse off some of that vinegar that was in the water. Now that it's done, I can serve it. I've got a beautiful salad here. I'm just going to remove it from the water. It's nice to put it on a little paper towel and drain off some of that water. You don't want a soggy egg on your salad. Okay, and gently just lift it up and place it right on top. Little salt and pepper. This is one of my favorite ways to eat poached egg. The runny yolk gets all over these beautiful mixed greens, just lightly tossed with a little olive oil and vinegar. It's a delicious light dinner or even a breakfast. The other thing you can do with the egg is once you've removed it from the cold water, just put it on a baking tray on a paper towel. You can line up all your poached eggs here, put them in the refrigerator, and they'll keep for a couple of days. Cover them, of course, with some plastic wrap. That way you can make your poached eggs in advance for when you have a big party and you want to serve a salad with poached eggs or any other kind of a dish. Bon appetit!
The Humble Egg. It's an extremely versatile product used in everything from glue to beauty products. A staple in most kitchens, they're also a delicious and nutritious protein-packed snack. However, raw eggs, when mishandled, can be quite harmful. In fact, they're a leading source of salmonella poisoning in Australia. If your business serves raw egg foods like mayonnaise, chocolate mousse, salad dressings or drinks, you're putting your customers' health and your reputation at risk. But it's not all doom and gloom. We're going to share a few tips to keep your patrons out of the emergency room and your restaurant off the name and shame list. Whenever you can, use commercially produced sauces and dressings or pasteurised egg products. It's a much safer alternative to making raw egg products yourself. But if you prefer to make everything from scratch, then here are a few things to keep in mind. Always prepare food in a clean environment using clean utensils. Only purchase eggs that are fresh, clean, not cracked or leaking, supplied in clean packaging, in a carton that is correctly labelled with the supplier's name, address, lot identification and date marking. To help improve traceability, individual eggs must also be stamped with a unique identifying mark. Eggshells can come in all different shapes, colours and sizes, but they can also come with salmonella. That's why you should use an egg separator when separating the egg yolks from the egg white. You'll protect your patrons and you'll keep your hands sticky-free. Lemons are not only delicious with chicken, but squeezing them on your raw eggs protects them against salmonella. Throw in a splash of vinegar as part of this process. In addition to protecting your product, it'll make your mayonnaise taste delicious. It's a win-win. Make your raw egg product in small batches, dispose of it after 24 hours from the time you made it. Clean the container and start again. Always store your eggs and raw egg products at 5 degrees Celsius or below. Eggs, they're delicious, but handle them incorrectly and they can be deadly. To find out more on egg safety, go to foodauthority.nsw.gov.au.
Here in País Vasco, and I decided I would use one of the very most adored ingredients here, which are the peas, the spring peas. So I made a spring pea dish with spring pea puree, an egg cooked in the immersion circulator, some jamon, and some croutons. Enjoy.
I'm going to show you how to make the fluffiest omelet you've ever tasted. To start, you're going to take 2 large eggs. This omelet is for 1 person. Right out. Throw it off so you have no idea where that just went. I promise it didn't go just on the kitchen floor. Okay, so cracking. 2 large eggs. And then I'm going to pop out for 1 second to grab. Did you hear that? It was a splash of water. You just need a little splash. And I know that you probably are used to putting milk, but I promise the water is the little secret. It's about, for these 2 eggs, just over about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. I'm just gonna whisk this up, add a nice pinch of salt, bring out all the flavor of the egg. Both of my kids, from the time that they were little babies, they would love omelet. Just cut it into pieces. It's one of the first foods that they could pick up on their own. And it's just great because, little kids can have this, adults can have it. Put it into a sandwich. Okay, make sure, the most important thing when you're beating these eggs is that the white and the yellow are totally combined. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of butter. You could also use olive oil, but I find that butter just tastes better in an omelet. Okay, just whisk that around, just lightly coat the bottom of your pan. And honestly, I've used all kinds of pans. Non-stick, iron, cast iron. As long as the bottom of your pan is nice and coated, you really can use a 6-inch pan, a 9-inch pan, a little bit larger. This is actually a crepe pan. Okay, just pour that right in. It's over medium heat. You want it to cook not too fast. So just let it set for just a second. And then I'm just gonna use my spatula. I really love this spatula. It's a nice silicone spatula. Pull the sides away, just gently, and keep putting that liquidy, eggy part around. And what this will do is just help it to cook totally even. Not too fast, not too slow. Okay. So this is a perfect thing to do in the morning. I know when you're busy, but you still need a good protein fix for yourself, for your kids. It's really nice and easy and healthy. You could also do this with just straight egg whites, but you need a little bit more iron from the egg yolks. See how I'm just keep that going until it's all set. Then what I like to do is take some nice cheddar cheese. You could also use Colby or Monterey Jack or anything that you want. Mozzarella, but both of my kids are pretty much cheddar cheese is the way to go. Put about 2 tablespoons. I like this nice fine grater. Just makes the cheese melt right into the omelet. Okay, tap, tap, tap. And then by that point, the omelet is already setting up. So you're just gonna use the spatula, make sure that the edges are totally pulling away. That's really important or the omelet will break. At this point, you can do one of 2 things. You can use the spatula, or you can use rubber spatula, or you can use this kind of spatula. I'm gonna try and see if I can do it with just this. And just gently flip it right over. See how easy that is? It's this gorgeous half moon omelet. I'm just gonna let that set up and turn up my heat just a little bit more. Let it set up for about another minute. When I'm feeling like I want to make it even like stack thicker, like egg, cheese, egg, cheese, egg, cheese, I'll use a size pan that's large like this, and I'll flip it over again, just like that. And that is a gorgeous, gorgeous omelet. For more fast, fresh, and easy recipes like this and more, check out Weelicious.com. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. How to make the perfect omelet. I gotta find a fork now.
Hey guys, it's Matt from Matt Grilling Method. On the menu today, spinach and egg wrap. Yeah, so you be the judge.